My name is Chef Jacoby Ponder. I'm a personal private chef. Basically, I'm a now deemed a celebrity chef. I'm a celebrity chef myself, and I cook for celebrities. Well, I'm from the South, so I grew up around my parents, always cooking, my grandmother always cooking or whatever the case is. So, I mean, the remnants of being a cook or being a chef was always part of, I think it was a part of me anyway. So coming into the military, whatever the case was, it kind of watered that whole little seed about cooking and everything. So spent 10 years in the Navy, and once I got out of the military, I just kept going. You know, went to culinary school and tried to, hone my craft a little bit. And, it was by the blessing of God, man, that I was in a position to be on TV a couple of times and cook for some A-list celebrities, whatever the case is. So, I'm constantly grinding, always working. So that's pretty much what's propelling me right now. I got to the current career cooking, again, through the military. I think one of the first jobs I chose would be a cook. And being a cook in the military, that kind of, it sent me to at least 3 or 4 different culinary schools. And that was when I fell in love with it at that point, The thing about cooking that I love the most, man, is just the satisfaction of the clients or the guests, or in the cases, to see their response to what I can take and do with food. Hospitality is a huge part of this industry, so I love to be able to manipulate food and put a little seasoning on it, put my talent to it, and then have the guests just go crazy about it. When I first got on the first show, I first got on Chop or whatever the case was. It was an application process. Long application process, fill it out, you go through about 3 or 4 interviews where they Skype you, call you in, whatever the case is, and you basically sell your personality to the network. And I was fortunate enough to get on the first show, Chop. And then, 2 years later, I got the email from Cutthroat Kitchen. And I did the same process, applied to that stuff, they like my personality, and I went on there, and kicked butt. One of the best memories of my career so far, man, is having the opportunity to cook for the President of the United States. That was George H. Bush, the father, whatever the case was. I think it was a huge milestone in my career at that point. Like, once you cook for the president, like that's it. Like, who's next? You know what I mean? But being in the military again, I got a chance to cook for a lot of celebrities: Chuck Norris, Bruce Willis, and at that point, those were the highlights right there. That was affirmation. Let me know I was on the right track of what I was doing. And that was maybe 4 or 5 years ago. My key to success so far is having a constant hunger. I know that's kind of cliche being a chef, being hungry, but in the sense of my end goal. My end goal is, of course, own my own restaurant at some point. So right now I just want to build my brand, build who I am as a chef, so when I finally open up my restaurant, I can have A-list clients coming through knowing that, hey, this boy did this thing for so many years. So that's probably my key thing to keep me going, man, just having a constant grind about what I'm doing. The biggest challenge I had to face so far would be, and it's more of an internal thing than most anything, is not feeling like I need to be where I need to be at. You know what I mean? As far as my career-wise go. And a lot of people look at my life and be like, man, you doing it. You did it. You achieved it. But it's something in me internally that I know that there's more to it. And that's the biggest struggle is constantly getting up every day, no matter what I achieve in that day, still feeling like I haven't got enough done yet, So the best advice I can give anybody starting off to want to get in this career field of being a chef is to actually study your craft, know your craft. That means going to school 3 or 4 years, then so what? You got to do what you got to do. I did the same thing. Went to school for several years, actually. But have enough discipline to learn your craft. And don't pay any attention to what anybody else is doing. Like, kind of get in your own thing and make it your own. A lot of chefs are following suits of what other chefs are doing with different types of science dealing with food, whatever the case is. Just be true to who you are, man. And hey, whatever your particular field is, if French cooking is not your thing, then stick to soul food. Be the best soul food chef you could be, though. So that's the best advice I can give them. At the end, when it's all said and done, I would like for my legacy to be that of somebody could say my name, look at me like, man, that young man was doing it. Like, he constantly struggled. He constantly grind. He always try to achieve more, So at the end, I want my legacy to be, man, like, no matter what, and I didn't come from the best conditions growing up. So, I want my legacy to be like, no matter who you are, where you at or where you from, man, you put your mind to it, you can be whatever you want to be, and that's real.